Hi, it's the Sports Betting Whale here, and I'm about to share with you how I just turned $5,000 into $64,000. I'll also share with you my free pick today later in this video, so stay tuned. But first, here's a big recap. I have done it again. My winning streak has now extended to 5 straight days, where I now literally turned just $5,730 back on Wednesday into $63,931 as of now. 5 days ago, I had just $5,730 to start with. As of today, I've turned that into around $64,000. So here's the full recap on the screen. On Wednesday, I wagered $5,730 and cashed out $7,700. Thursday, I wagered $6,595 and cashed out $11,225. Friday, I wagered $13,500, cashed out $33,749. On Saturday, I wagered $18,000 and cashed out $28,325. After winning tens of thousands of dollars in 4 days, I treated my friends and family to expensive meals at fancy restaurants paid for by the sportsbook's money. You can see some footage of yesterday's lunch here. After the big meal yesterday, I went ahead and wagered $26,500 more on the games and cashed out $44,602 by the day's end. So just do the math. Starting with just $5,730 last Wednesday, I've won every single day in the last 5 days, and I'm now currently sitting on top of more than $63,931. That's a run of $5,000 to $64,000 in 5 days. I'm known for my ability to go on monster hot streaks. When I'm not winning consistently, it's a sign that patterns just haven't formed. So I go back down to small base amounts and ride out the choppy waves. Then, all of a sudden, wham. By continuing to ride out the waves, I would always eventually hit my hot streaks when the patterns form. Once that happens, I'll start betting more and more as the massive run continues. The whole idea is to wager with base units and ride out the waves until the streak patterns hit. Once the waves form, you accelerate to max limits and cash out on a small fortune. This is the same strategy that I personally used since I was a young man. I first began my career as a casino analyst, where I spearheaded the first campaigns in Las Vegas to offer rewards to slot machine plays in the casinos. I borrowed the idea from frequent flyer miles offered by the airlines. Today, slot machine reward points are common throughout all of Las Vegas and other casinos, thanks in parts to my efforts way back when. I would go on to use my pattern recognition abilities to make some multi-million-dollar increases in slot wins by changing the metrics for analyzing slot machine performance. Next, I worked with sportsbooks to increase the overall win for the house by introducing more aggressive policies to take lopsided amounts of wagers on the side of different games. My career as a casino analyst helped me to generate millions of dollars in additional yearly revenue for the casinos. But it didn't take long before I realized that my pattern recognition abilities would serve me excellently in picking out winning bets in sports as well. I'd go on runs that made the newspapers all over Las Vegas afterwards. To my knowledge, I was the largest sports bettor in Nevada in the mid-1990s, and possibly all of the United States. The only people I'm aware of who probably wagered more than me were the Japanese and Chinese high rollers. Back when Shadow Creek was an invitation-only golf course for celebrities, athletes, and high rollers, I was routinely invited to play at the course given my status as one of the biggest whales in the casino. The difference between me and other high rollers is that while others usually gamble for the entertainment, I did so for the profit gains. Mirage ended up cutting me way back after I took many millions of dollars in wins. A combination of sports betting and entrepreneurial success ballooned my net worth to hundreds of millions of dollars by the time I was in my 30s. Now my next mission is to share my picks with you so that you too can share into the success. What you've seen in the last 5 days where I ran 5,000 into 64,000 is a small sample of what I was able to do time and time again in the past when I could accelerate to high limits. If you look at the picks too, you'll see that I'm averaging between 85 and 90% pick rate over an extended period of time. Toss a coin and see if you can do that. There's no way that luck alone could generate those kind of percentage wins. So if I started with 50,000 instead of 5,000, then I'd have 640,000 in my hands right now. Back when I started with 50,000 at Pinnacle in the early 2000s, I ran it up to $4 million in 4 days. Now, how did I do that? Of course, to run 50,000 into 4 million in 4 days, you have to be very aggressive. I hit 92 It was 92 to 94 out of 100. I remember hitting 30 out of 30 to start. I lost one. I hit another 20 in a row. It was just an incredible run. What Pinnacle was allowing back then, I don't know what their deal is now, but back then, they were the largest sports book in the world. I was able to bet $50,000 on parlays. I was able to bet $50,000 on half times. It was an amazing how much action they would take. So day one, I started out with 50,000, and there was a lot of games, a lot of activities that day. I took first halves, I took for the games, I parlayed a round robin, I took second halves, and I ended up running 50,000 into $1 million in one day. Day two, I kind of was less aggressive because I was happy with how much I'd won on the first day, but I stayed hot, and so I rolled into it after I won on the early games. I rolled into the later games and again took a lot of halftime bets and ended up winning over $1 million day two. Day three, same thing. Day four, same thing. So what was fun was, of course, they've got to pay. So I was at work one day, and one of my sales managers came in to my office and said, "Hey, there's someone outside that wants to meet you. He has a big indoor air conditioner for you." And I said, "Tell him that I didn't order a big indoor air conditioner." And he said, "Okay." So, and he came back and he said, "The guy says you're going to want this air conditioner." And I said, "All right, I'm game. Have him come in." So he walked in with this big rectangle like box, multiple feet long. Wasn't that tall, but it was set up for one of those little floor conditioners, air conditioners or something, or that's what it said on the box anyways. So he said, "Here you go, here's your first installment. We literally don't have any more available to give to you right now. That's all that was available in this city. We're going to have more sent in." And I said, "Okay." So I opened up the air conditioner box, and there was $1 million in cash out of the $4 million. So that was kind of a fun little story. The beauty here is that, you know, you're going to get to see my winning streaks again. I've gone on streaks where I've hit 29 out of 30, 28 out of 30 multiple times. I've done the 92 out of 100. I've hit, I think my longest winning streak was around 32 games, but then I followed it up with another 20 out of 20. On this streak here that you've seen, I'm hitting 85 or 90% over about 20, 28 games, multiple sports, college basketball, college football, pro football, NHL, and NBA. On the touting site that keeps track of sports handicappers, in the last 7 days, I'm number one in the world as far as picking percentage, which that's fun. But what it's interesting and exciting for me is that means there's a lot of people out there that are getting these plays that are getting some extra Christmas money. They're definitely benefiting from the high win percentage. How do you lose when you win that kind of percentage? Yesterday I gave out 4 two-team parlays in all multiple sports, and they all hit. So that's fun. I really like it when I'm on a hot streak, so everybody can benefit from it. In the last 5 days, I've wagered over 52,000 on the same games that I've released out to the paid members. Knowing that any other tout put up that much money on their own picks, I don't think so. So I put my money where my mouth is for 2 reasons. Reason 1, I believe that actions speak louder than words. I'm not happy with just saying how much I can win. I'm risking thousands of dollars each day on my own picks because I prefer to let my action do the talking for me. I often bet hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions on my own picks in a month because I want you to know just how much I believe in the long run I'm going to come out ahead, and so will you. Reason 2, this is a way for me to make money. Going on a $64,000 winning streak like what you've seen lately is how I was able to treat friends and family to a lot of gifts and fun, expensive meals and entertainment. It's great when it's off of winnings. Imagine what kind of nice things you're going to be able to do for yourself, your friends, and your family when you mirror the action. What if you would have taken this action the last 5 days? And don't think it's going to stop. When I get on a roll, they extend. And it's important to keep track of it because I can get extremely hot. Do I get choppy at times too? Yes. But when it's choppy, you bet less. I bet less, you'll see. And then when we get hot, you roll. Keep rolling with the profits. If you wager just half as much as I did on the $64,000 winning streak, think about how much that would do for your holidays. So join hands with me today by signing up to a paid membership, and we can both win together. Go to thewhalepicks.com/go. thewhalepicks.com/go. Now, as promised, here's my free pick for you today. 583, Miami Heat -3.5. And don't take this free pick lightly either, because I'm going to be betting thousands of dollars on it myself. So if I can't win for you, I'm losing myself. That's a big difference between Well Sports and other places. I'm in the game with you, betting with you, and do a lot of research to try to give you the best advantage and best opportunity to win. The rest of my VIP picks today are only shared to paid members at thewhalepicks.com/go. Now, plus, make sure to leave a comment on this video. I'm going to give the last commenter a free $100 to use towards any of our programs. All you have to do is leave a comment on the YouTube video, and if no one else leaves a comment after you for at least 24 hours, then I'll reply to your comment to give you a $100 voucher that you can use towards any of the programs we offer. This $100 will knock the price of most of our programs down quite significantly, or even free. Last commenter wins the 100, so keep commenting and see if you can be the last one to comment. Good luck, and thank you very much. Yeah! Want to continue getting my picks for free? It's easy. Just text FREE PICKS to +1 702 462 1135, or click on the link in the description of this video below to subscribe to my mailing list, and you'll start receiving all of my picks for free every single day. I've won tens of millions of dollars betting on sports over the years, and now it's my great fun, passion, and mission to share my picks with you so that you too can share in my success. All you have to do is just text FREE PICKS to +1 702 462 1135, or click on the link in the description of this video to enter in your information, and I'm going to make sure you'll be receiving all of my picks going forward for free. The sooner you text me or click on the link in the video description to subscribe to my mailing list, the sooner you'll start receiving my picks 100% free.